of the things about social media is that it's made character assassination, particularly in politics, and even more particularly in presidential election cycles, even more prevalent than ever. We'll discuss. When you look at the way that social media is nowadays, it is 24/7 ugliness, especially during times of presidential campaigns. And in case you hadn't noticed, but I'm sure you have, 2020 is coming up, and 2020 is in fact a presidential election. And you can anticipate that there will be no shortage of ugliness as social media platforms become an increasingly large part of our everyday lives, and it becomes a tool that can be used to attack and destroy. You can expect even more, an increase, probably an exponential increase in the character assassination. Need any proof? Just go look up a presidential candidate right now. Go look up one and you'll see. Now the Democrats are running against the incumbent president, so there are more Democratic candidates, of course. And you go and look at some of the ugly things that are being said about some of the presidential candidates already, from Kamala Harris having her blackness questioned, being criticized for her choice of a spouse because that spouse is not black. Pete Buttigieg, the things that are being said about him because he's openly gay. And that's something that's uncomfortable for a lot of people. And you see the character assassination where people are digging into their past and they're coming up with things that are long time ago. Sometimes those things are significant, of course, and it's not to say that those things should not be discussed. Some of those things that are relevant positions that people have taken on issues, those certainly are relevant and those are fair game. But the things that aren't fair game are the ugly labels that are unfounded, the attacking of people personally, the attacking of their spouse, the attacking of their race, the attacking of their sexual orientation. And unfortunately, social media has played a major role in that, in emboldening people to believe that they can say whatever they want on social media, and if they get called out on it, they can simply delete it. You can screen capture it, but they could say, well, I thought better of it, or I have new information now, so I decided to delete it. You can delete it, but the damage is already done. Sometimes people understand that going in with every full intent of deleting it eventually, but you get the point across even after you've deleted. So when you look at the character assassination that takes place, it makes politics an ugly business. It makes social media sometimes an ugly place to be. It makes people want to retire from social media. It makes people want to go dark for social media. I have a few friends that I know who do not participate in social media, who do not have social media accounts. And sometimes you might look at that and say, man, that's kind of weird. On the other hand, you might look at it and say, I can kind of understand where you're coming from, because it is kind of ugly. And for some people, it can be a time hog that can take away time from doing other things. And that's one of the reasons, as I said in another video that I did, it's important that you manage social media and you don't let social media manage you. But when you're in a political campaign, as we are coming up on, actually we're already in the political campaign right now, with the Democrats already jockeying for position to see who's going to get that nomination to be able to run for president, you can see the character assassination has already started. You can see the lines being drawn in the sand, and the ugliness, it's just getting started.